Good morning, guys. This is Esty, and I'm going to make a pulled pork, not a pork, but pulled beef. So I got about 1 kilo over of beef here. So this is a shoulder of a beef. So I'm going to be slow cooking this, and I'm going to make this into the most delicious Taiwanese taco. It's called the Lan Jia Gua Bao. I don't know. You have to check my title. All right. Anyway, this is what we need. Definitely a good. You don't really have to buy a very expensive piece of meat. This is actually quite cheap, right? LG, how much is this? The beef. 89 kilo, 89 crowns per kilo. Meat here is not very expensive. So this is a very good recipe for those of you who are more economical like me. So I'm going to be slow cooking this. So this is going to be a very nice bun. I have been inspired by somebody who did this video, and this is actually a bun. I'm not going to make my own bun. I got this from the food wholesale show, guys. Remember my previous vlog? So they give me a bunch of stuff. So this is one of the packet that I got. I got a lot of stuff from the exhibition. So they literally give me this for free. And I was like, what? So, okay, I accept it. And this is going to be steamed. So this is a very authentic bun eaten in China, and of course in Southeast Asia and in Taiwan, in Hong Kong. So I'm going to be making this like a hamburger. So I'm going to put this at the side, and also you need a very good main ingredient, that is peanuts. So I'm going to be showing you how to put everything into the crock pot that is over there, and this is going to be cooking for at least 5-6 hours. So when it is done, I'm going to show you how I'm going to put everything together. So this video is going to be split into two, so you have to check me out later on in 6 hours later, and we'll have to put everything together. But I will teach you how to make the pickles. This is the vegetable pickles that I got from my sister in Germany. So I'm going to teach you how to prepare this, and I'm going to teach you how to prepare the peanut in this live streaming. So before we do that, I'm going to prepare the marinade or the sauce for cooking the beef in the slow cooker. So let me just find my spoon. I hope, guys, you can see, because I'm still using this. I just hope that you can see, and I can see you too. So I'm going to just use a lot of ginger, and I like fresh ginger instead of powdered one. This is a powdered one. If you prefer to use the powdered one work too, but I'm going to add a little bit of the powdered one just to make this recipe even more strong, more empowering from the ginger. I made this just 1 or 2 months ago, I think, and LG really like it, and I really like it too, and we love the ginger flavors a lot, and that is why I'm using a big chunk of ginger. So let's see if I can put this into ginger has a lot of benefit. I'm sure you know by now. I'm gonna try and be funny a little bit. I like to hear the way the Taiwanese people speak. They like to speak with a Hokkien accent. So the last trip when I was in Germany to visit my sister, I started to speak a lot of Mandarin. And I really miss that, especially Singlish. And I like to speak dialect. I like to speak Hokkien, Hainanese, Teochew. So I'm going to be myself today, all right? I'm not going to be Esty Wang. I'm going to be a Singaporean girl today cooking for you guys in the kitchen. So this is what we call in Teochew. Teochew like to use a lot of this. And in fact, all Chinese cooking. So I'm going to just cut this really thinly. But this one, you have to be careful. Don't overeat it because you will fart a lot because it is releasing the air from your stomach. So I know people use much more than this. I'm using half of the amount. So for this, well, it's about 30 to 40 grams of ginger. So I'm going to just cut this. Never mind about the imperfection. So just put it into the pot and you never see all this. Alright, so I'm going to use some garlic too. Don't crush them too much. Just tumbuk, you know. Give them a good tumbuk. This is called tumbuk in Malaysia. What it means. You heat. Tumbuk, you heat something. So I'm just trying to replicate this recipe so that I don't have to cook dinner again tonight. I'm very lazy, you know. So I'm just going to just roughly chop this. Yeah. Okay. Ginger, lots of garlic. So I want you guys to subscribe to me if you are into live streaming. Of course you are, otherwise you won't be watching this, right? So hit me a share button and subscribe, likes and thumbs up. All right, you must, okay? Otherwise I won't cook for you anymore. Just joking. So onion, you need to just slice them because this is going to be cooking in the plate, in the crock pot. So I'm just going to just roughly, I'm not going to chop them, I'm just going to slice them. Taiwanese street food is really popular. I actually found carrots because I find that carrots give the flavors of a stew or a crock pot really unique. The flavors, it adds some sweetness to the dish. So I'm going to just add just one carrot and this just to sweeten the sauce because this is going to be cooking for at least 5-6 hours. By the way, guys, I bought this in IKEA. I think this is a really good one, so that I can throw all my junk here. I don't have to bend down and go onto my knee and throw my garbage every time when I have something to throw. So it reduces the number of time to open the cupboard. So I just need one of this, a small one. So if you like even more sweeter, you can add 2. Okay, so you just put everything now into the crock pot. Let's put it in here. Okay, I'm gonna put them in my crock pot. I have to lift up my toe so that you guys can see it. It's in the cup, it's in the crock pot now. All right, so the next step is to make the sauce. But I like to put my beef in there first. So I'm gonna put the beef in here on top of the bed of onion, ginger, garlic, and carrots. All right, now I'm gonna make the sauce. Let me just wash my hand. I don't know why I have to wash my hand every time when I touch something, but I think it's better. Then, you know, don't want you guys to complain. How come she never wash her hand, eh? Okay, now, spoon. I'm gonna make the sauce. So I bought this wine when I was in Germany. So Germany, their wine, let me tell you guys, it's very cheap. It's even cheaper than water. So I'm going to be needing about 1.5 cup of wine, red wine. And these are not expensive. This is really cheap too. I think this costs about Singapore dollars, if I'm not wrong, less than $5 for a big bottle like this for red wine. Or even cheaper, I think it's like $4. Very cheap. And then I'm gonna add a bit of ginger. This is ginger powder. Let me see if you guys can see like this. Ginger powder. So I'm gonna add about half a tablespoon. Yeah. And then very important, very important, the 5 spice. Because this is a Taiwanese style. Yeah. So 5 spice, I'm going to add about half a tablespoon of 5 spice. If you like it more, add more. It doesn't really harm anything. And then hoisin sauce. Yeah. You want to make homemade hoisin sauce. So you need about 2 tablespoons, or maybe one more, 3. Okay. And then I need this. This is cheating lah. You know, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna put some American barbecue sauce. So just about 1, maybe 2. I like the flavors of this. So 2. And then I'm going to be adding balsamic vinegar. About 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. Yeah. And then, you know, I'm Asian, right? Taiwanese also like very spicy food. But let me tell you, chili flake is a must, all right? This will give you that kick. You need that kick. So I'm just going to add about a teaspoon of a chili flake. And then if you have beef stock, add a beef stock. If you don't have beef stock, do like me. I add chicken stock. About 2 tablespoon, in fact 1.5 tablespoon, and then black pepper. Okay, black pepper. Don't need a lot. Just about half a teaspoon will do. Yeah, and that is all you need. All right. Some people, they like it more sweeter. Let me just taste. It's really full of flavors. And of course, you need to put some water too. If you have stocks, even better. But I don't have stock, so I already add in the chicken powder. So I'm just going to add water. Alright. And then, if you have brown sugar, add brown sugar. If you don't have brown sugar, do like me. I'm going to get honey. Instead of adding sugar, don't eat too much sugar. I'd rather you put more honey than sugar. So let me get this honey. And I put this in here. Okay, we need a bit of the sweetness to make this sauce balance. Yeah, and then also I like to add a little bit of the salt. Don't add too much yet, because if you add too much, the meat will be very tough. So I'm just gonna add a bit. Yeah, and then later I will taste it, and if not enough, then I will add more. So this is all you need for cooking the beef in the slow cooker. So I'm going to add this into the beef, and I'm going to let this cook for 5 hours first. So I usually like to start off with the highest speed, and then I'm going to put like 5 hours first. So I'm going to let this cook. So as I said, this live streaming is divided into 2. So you got to check me out later on. But now I'm going to show you the part where they make this pickles choice Thai scene. Right? My sister bought this when she was in the food exhibition in Singapore. If you guys know what is the name, let me know, because my sister herself, she do not know what is the name. So I'm going to add some hot water just to soak it for a while. Yeah. So I'm going to let this sit for a while. It will expand. This pickles is not vegetable pickles. It's not as salty as the one that you find in Singapore. Most of them, they add a lot of salt to make it very salty, but not this one. I quite like the flavors of this one, because I think, if I'm not wrong, this is also from Taiwan. I would really appreciate if anyone know the name. Hit me out in a comment so that I can learn something. So I've made this with a lot of other dishes, and it's delicious. So I'm going to buy tons of this, or learn how to make this, hopefully in the near future. So this is a must for this recipe. So I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to show you how to make the peanut, because the peanut is one of the also quite important parts of this dish. So this is a little bit savory, a little bit sweet. So I'm going to pour about 1 cup of my peanut. So I'm just going to fry this in a medium heat so that it will not be burned. Okay, just like this. So I'm just going to move this around. So you're going to serve this with the hamburger later on. Not ham, but beef burger. And also you need to keep an eye on it because I don't know, something is wrong with my this. Not wrong, it's just that it's too hot. I'm gonna use this to just move this around. Maybe it's not hot enough, but if you have a high temperature, make sure you keep your eyes glued onto this so it will not burn. If you don't want to fry this, you can skip this. Make sure you buy a roasted peanut. It's either ready-made, but it's more easier to buy ready-made than you have to peel everything and do it from the raw material. I can smell it already. It smells really good. So guys, I like to know whether or not you guys enjoy live streaming, because I think live streaming is a very good part of the video where you could ask questions and we could all learn from each other. I'm not a professional chef. I'm just like any one of you. I'm going to reduce the heat again. So I'm just like any home cook. I just love to experiment food from all over the world, especially food from Southeast Asia. And I also do some Swedish food sometimes. So it's good now, right? I'm gonna off this. So I'm gonna bring this peanut onto my mortar. And then don't put too much at one time. I'm going to be splitting this into two, otherwise it will fly over like rocket. And put this at the side. Okay, I'm gonna just pound this. Where's my cloth? Here. And then, very, 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 very important, guys, sugar. I know it's not healthy, but you're not going to put a tons of it. So I'm just going to put just enough. Yep. And then, you know, when you pound peanut, it always fly all over the place, right? So the sugar, somehow, of course, if you have a grinder, grind it. Not too finely. Too lazy to use the mixer. Okay. Almost done. costly. Then I'm gonna bring my bowl. Let me get my spoon. Can you see? No need to be too fine. Like this should do. It's good to get a not too big one, otherwise you really need to be really strong to lift this up. Again, I got this from my sister from Germany. She's moving from Germany to Singapore, so she doesn't need this anymore. And I cannot find this size in Sweden, so I brought this home with me. So I'm gonna get the other peanuts. And then fainting, very giddy. I try to move slowly, alright? So you won't be hypnotized or feeling giddy. So just a bit of sugar, yeah. And then tumbuk. It's flying all over the place. Okay, not too finely. It's enough like this. Okay, and then pour this over. The Taiwanese version is very fine. I don't quite like it. I prefer a bit coarse. So this is the peanut. So you're going to be using this. I'm just going to have a taste. Damn choke. Good. Okay, now the pickle. You need some ginger. Did you know it's snowing quite a lot here? Let me just go to the window and show you how much snow we have. This is how much snow it is. It's been snowing quite a lot yesterday. So some people can get pretty depressed when it's winter, but not me. I find it so beautiful. The thing about living abroad, there's a lot of good and bad stuff. The bad stuff is that you miss your family and your friends from your hometown. The good thing is that this is a bit bad. The good thing is that you get to be independent and you do everything by yourself. If you want to eat tau suan, if you like to eat something that you really miss, you have to prepare everything by yourself. So that you learn. So I'm going to chop this up just a little bit. No need to wash this one, yeah. No need to wash the pot. You know my style, I'm very lazy. So I'm gonna use just some oil and heat up the pan. Then I'm going to fry the garlic. Fry the garlic. Let me on the light. Just like. Okay. Let me fry the garlic. Okay. While the garlic is frying, I'm going to remove the water from these. Let me see if I can get another bowl. I'm going to fry this, transferring these pickles, vegetables into another pot, into another bowl. Oh, I spilled it. Okay. So you can chop it even more fine, but I don't. I prefer everything in big chunks. Not that I'm lazy, but I just like them in chunks. So I'm going to put this into the vegetable, into the garlic, and just stir this. And you need the stalks from the vegetables, just a bit first, so it doesn't dry out. I'm going to add some honey. Just a bit, about a tablespoon will do. More stalks. You let this simmer until they are soft. They are not very soft yet. You just taste it. You don't need to add any more salt because the vegetables is a little bit salty by itself already. So you just let this boil and let all the water evaporate. And when it does, switch off the heat. This is boiling quite too much, so I'm going to reduce the temperature to about 6, maybe 6. Yeah, 6, or maybe 7. Just let them evaporate, and then it's enough. Really good flavors. So if you like, add a bit of pepper, just a bit. And just let this simmer. So I'm going to come back again later on in 5-6 hours, depending on how much time we have here. Let's see. About 5 hours, I'll be back again and we'll take a look at the pork. Let's take a look at it now and see, because I saw that the honey was resting on the side of the beef. So you just want to mix this around. There was one time I made this and then I forgot to on the heat. And then when I came back from work, I have nothing to eat. So don't make the same mistake. So I'm going to come back to you guys. I'm going to simmer this until all the liquid evaporates. Then I'm going to turn off, transfer it to the bowl. So this is the condiments to eat with the burger. So I'm going to pull that beef later on, and I hope you guys can join me. And I'm going to put everything together and show you and do a taste test. All right? Bye-bye.